The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra is one of the most interesting tantric texts because it shows a side of Tantra that most people never hear about. It comes from the world of Kashmir Shaivism, and it is usually placed somewhere around the 7th to the 9th century CE. The text is written as a conversation between Devi and Shiva, but Devi is not just a passive listener waiting for a lecture. Devi is Shakti, the living power of consciousness, the divine feminine principle through which reality moves, manifests, feels, questions, and becomes experience. Shiva appears here as Bhairava, the terrifying and luminous form of ultimate consciousness, the reality beneath all the forms that appear in experience. So when Devi asks Shiva about the nature of reality, it is really Shakti asking consciousness how one enters the deepest truth directly. And she asks the question that opens the whole text. What is the true nature of reality? That is the question underneath everything. What is reality? Not only as an idea or belief, but as something that can be entered directly. Shiva's answer is not a theory. He gives her 112 doorways. This is what makes the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra so different from the way many people imagine spirituality. Shiva does not tell Devi that awakening belongs only to temples, rituals, moral purity, or withdrawal from the world. He points her back into experience itself. These doorways are hidden inside breath, body, sensation, desire, and the moments where consciousness usually becomes absorbed by experience. This is also why the sexual dimension of the text matters. Sexual experience brings several of these doorways together at once. Breath changes, the body becomes intensely alive, sensation becomes stronger, desire rises, and the ordinary boundary between self and other soften. That is exactly where Tantra becomes interested. Can consciousness remain awake inside intensity, or does it disappear into the experience? One of the first doorways Shiva gives Devi is breath. Breath is one of the most immediate places where life and consciousness meet, because it is partly something we can guide, but it is also happening before the ego claims it. In the breath teaching, the text points to inhalation, exhalation, and the subtle resting place where the breath turns. One translation describes the result as the state of inner fullness. The text then goes further, saying that through the inner and outer resting places of the breath, the form of Bhairava is manifested. This connects directly to sexual experience because breath is one of the first things that changes when desire becomes intense. In ordinary desire, the breath often becomes unconscious, rushed, held, or driven by the nervous system. Tantra asks, what happens when awareness remains present inside the breath, even when the body is alive with intensity? From breath, the body itself becomes a doorway. The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra gives practices where the body is contemplated as space, openness, or emptiness. One verse says that one may contemplate part of the body as pure emptiness. This means the body is no longer reduced to the stories we place on it. Most of us do not experience the body directly. We experience memory, shame, desire, judgment, fear, pleasure, or discomfort. This becomes very clear in sexual experience because the body is often where people become most self conscious, most hungry, ashamed, or most lost in the need to be desired. A tantric reading would ask whether the body can be experienced so directly that it stops being a prison of identity and becomes a doorway into awareness. That brings us to sensation, because sensation is where experience becomes immediate. The body feels warmth, pressure, pleasure, discomfort, attraction, tension, and hunger. And only afterwards does the mind rush in to explain what it means. Before the story appears, there is a raw sensation itself. This is why sensation matters in Tantra. The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra also includes ordinary perception as a doorway. One instruction holds awareness on empty space or a blank surface until the individual self falls away. Another points towards sustained sound, because sound can absorb attention before the mind breaks it into meaning. So, Tantra is not only interested in formal meditation, it is interested in perception itself. A sound can become a doorway, a space can become a doorway, a sensation can become a doorway. And in sexual experience, sensation becomes one of the strongest tests of awareness because pleasure can easily pull consciousness outward into craving, fantasy, performance, or possession. Tantra asks whether sensation can be felt without immediately becoming unconscious inside it. This becomes even more important when Shiva turns toward desire. Desire is one of the places where consciousness most easily forgets itself because it pulls the mind toward an object or a future experience that seems to promise completion. But the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra does not simply say that desire must be destroyed. Verse 98 says, when desire or knowledge arises, one should fix the mind there. That line is the heart of the argument. Shiva is saying that the arising itself can become the place of practice. The object of desire is not the point. The movement of consciousness inside desire is the point. What does longing feel like before the mind turns it into possession, fantasy, shame, craving, or control? That is where the doorway opens. This is also why the sexual dimension of the text cannot be ignored. Sexual experience brings together breath, body, sensation, desire, emotion, pleasure, and the softening of ordinary identity in one intense human experience. The Vijnana Bhairava Tantra includes this intensity as one of the possible doorways. One translation says that the joy arising in union with Shakti is the essence of Brahman. Another translation says that this bliss is one's own self. It means that even one of the most powerful human energies can become a doorway if consciousness remains present inside it. Sexual intensity matters here because it shows what Tantra is really testing. Can awareness remain awake when energy becomes powerful? Can consciousness stay present when desire rises? Can the body be experienced without becoming unconscious, ashamed, possessive, or lost in fantasy? This is where Tantra separates itself from both repression and indulgence. Repression tries to push the energy away, while indulgence gets swallowed by the energy. Tantra asks whether consciousness can stay present inside the energy without being possessed by it. That is why the 112 doorways are not random. They are different entrances into the same recognition. Breath can reveal consciousness because breath moves before the ego claims it. The body can reveal consciousness because sensation exists before the story. Desire can reveal consciousness because longing exposes the movement of awareness toward experience. Sexual intensity can reveal consciousness because it shows whether awareness is present or whether the person has been swallowed by the energy. So when Shiva gives Devi 112 doorways, he is not overwhelming her with techniques. He is showing her that reality can be entered through many parts of human life because consciousness is not somewhere else. The doorway is not the outer form of the experience. The doorway is the moment consciousness recognizes itself inside the experience. That is why the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra does not turn spirituality into escape. It turns life into the field where awakening can happen. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe to this channel. You can also support this channel and find more information on my Patreon page. The link is in the description below. Namaste.